Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Journal to Year podcast. I'm your host, Rose, and if this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. This podcast was created from journal pages, prayers, tears, healing, and the lessons God has taught me along the way. Today's episode is called When You Finally Stop Chasing People. And if I'm being honest, this lesson changed my life because there was a time when I thought fighting for relationships made me loyal. I thought staying longer proved my love. I thought if I just explained myself one more time, loved harder, sacrificed more, prayed more, or waited longer, people would finally see my heart. But healing taught me something different. Sometimes what exhausts us isn't loneliness, it's chasing. I think many of us spend years trying to be chosen, not because we're weak, but because somewhere along the way we learned that love had to be earned. Maybe we were overlooked, maybe we felt unseen, maybe we spent years proving ourselves to parents, partners, friends, or even to ourselves. So we developed this belief that if we work hard enough, love will finally stay. And what starts as love slowly turns into performance. You begin explaining yourself constantly, trying to convince people you're worthy, trying to prove your intentions, trying to make people understand your value. But here's what I've learned: people don't miss your value because you failed to explain it. They miss your value because they either can't see it or don't know what to do with it. And neither one is your responsibility. Chasing costs more than we realize. It costs peace, it costs confidence, it costs self respect, and sometimes it costs years of your love. You know, you're chasing when your mood depends on whether someone texted you back, when you're checking your phone every 5 minutes, when you're analyzing every conversation, when you're trying to figure out what you did wrong, when you're shrinking yourself to make someone comfortable. I've been there. Many of us have. The problem is that while we're busy chasing people, we're neglecting ourselves. We're pouring all of our energy into someone else's attention while our own healing sits waiting. And eventually, God asks us a difficult question: why are you fighting so hard for someone who isn't fighting for you? That question changed everything for me. Some of the biggest lessons I've learned is that healthy relationships feel different. Not perfect, different. Healthy love doesn't leave you confused all the time. Healthy love communicates. Healthy love is intentional. Healthy love doesn't make you carry the entire relationship by yourself. And whether it's friendship, family, or romance, effort should never be one sided. I think many of us were taught that struggle equals love, but struggle isn't proof of love. Consistency is, respect is, communication is, peace is. The people who genuinely want you in their lives won't make you chase them endlessly. They'll meet you halfway. There comes a moment in healing where you get tired. Not tired of loving, tired of chasing. And that's when something beautiful happens. You stop over explaining, you stop convincing, you stop forcing, you stop trying to control outcomes, and you begin trusting God. Because if God wants something in your life, He doesn't need your anxiety to make it happen. He doesn't need your fear. He doesn't need your desperation. He needs your trust. And trust sounds like this: if it's for me, it will come with peace. If it's from God, I won't have to abandon myself to keep it. If it's healthy, it won't require me to lose my identity. That realization changed how I move through life. My favorite part of this lesson is what happens after you stop chasing. You start finding yourself. You remember your dreams. You remember your worth. You remember your voice. You remember the things that make you laugh. You remember that your life is bigger than one person. You remember that your purpose didn't disappear because someone walked away. You remember that God was still writing your story while you were worried about who wasn't reading it. And that's freedom. Not because nobody leaves, but because your value no longer leaves with them. This week, I want to challenge you to do a few things. Number one, notice where you're overgiving. Number two, allow people to show you their level of effort. Number three, stop convincing people to see your value. Number four, invest that energy back into yourself. And number five, ask yourself this question: if I truly believe I was worthy, would I still be chasing this? Write down your answer. Be honest. You might surprise yourself. Before we end today's episode, I want to leave you with this quote: the moment I stopped chasing people was the moment I finally caught myself. I'll say that again. The moment I stopped chasing people was the moment I finally caught myself. Because maybe your healing isn't about making people stay. Maybe it's about learning that you are worthy even when they leave. Maybe it's about trusting that what God has for you will never require you to lose yourself. And maybe, just maybe, the peace you've been searching for is waiting on the other side of letting go. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this episode spoke to your heart, please share it with someone who may need to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and join me every Wednesday on Spotify and YouTube. This is Rose, and this has been Journal to Ear podcast. Until next time, choose yourself, trust God, and keep becoming whole.